Welcome to Roll Fair, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. As always, we'll introduce ourselves. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Alton, the Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Brad, playing Arden, the Killer Wizard. Not sure, the Human Wizard.
I'm Kayla, playing Kaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin, playing Sheru, the Cleric of Gilgamesh.
Just abandoned Nuvamar.
I'm Ben, playing Reyna, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorceress.
Okay. So, last time, the party had come back together after being scattered. Sheru and Arden were somehow, through just pure idiocy, able to escape prison with a fairly hefty fine. And they now have two guards trailing them, while the rest of the party, after Asar met a shady person of no consequence, they have met a woman by the name of Za, who is proposing a possible idea to them, or I guess mutually beneficial opportunity. And so we're going to pick up from where we left off there, where you have just met Za, and she has mentioned that she has this opportunity that she possibly would like to discuss with you. So, you guys caused some problems in my town area, and it appears that you may have some problems yourself. My associate here mentioned you are possibly looking to liberate some of the gladiators. Is that correct?
Liberate, I think, is the most appropriate word.
Why is that?
Well, the two of them are liberators themselves that were captured on a mission. I think it would be fitting if we could give back to them a little of what they gave to others.
I see. Well, I may be of help here. What do you say to a trade? I liberate your friends, as it appears you do not have the means or the ability to do so. And in return, rather, I'll do it if you provide to me something that I've been trying to get my hands on.
Not a wizard, not a wizard.
That's
Something or
certainly-
someone.
A bit of both.
Oh, come on.
Certainly sounds like a fair trade. What precisely are you looking for?
Well, I have been in need of a means of influencing others to my needs. Without going into too much detail, I simply need to make sure some of my goals are not hampered. And some of my colleagues are skilled in the arcane arts, but we haven't quite found a spell that allows us to do what we need. And learning and researching these spells is time-consuming at the very least, and my goals and ambitions, I would like to have them accelerated.
So, what are you looking for? A focus, a charm, a spell book?
Some sort of spell, lost to history or something. If you happen to know it offhand, great. You know, this is something that we can use. But anything, any spell that isn't your run-of-the-mill type that could allow me to influence others effectively. I do know of a place that I believe has this, here in the city, and I've sent several of my people there, and they have not come back. So the mission is twofold. First, if you acquire the spell, I will liberate your friends. And it will be done, will be agreed upon equally. If you recover my associates that are there, then I will ensure that the guards that noticed you forget you. Which can be done in several different ways. One's cleaner than the other.
Indeed, I'm not particularly picky about my methods, but that sounds like an excellent trade.
Although I do think we need to make sure we're very clear on what you mean by liberate our friends.
Get them out, set them free.
Return them to us unharmed,
Naturally.
just to make sure we're clear.
Money can do great things. If you get me what I want, money will not be an issue.
So where is this?
Ah, glad you asked. Have you heard of Karatu Khalifa?
Certainly not.
Well, I'm sure you saw it. There's a distinguished building on an island in the middle of the river. That's where I sent my people. They have not returned. I don't know much about the place. Simply that it's one of the older buildings in the area. And I know someone who might be able to get you there. But who knows? They've already taken 3 of my people. None of them have come back.
What was the name?
The name is...
Of no consequence.
Karatu something.
Karatu Khalifa.
The name is Beka Ekolbi.
I thought you said Karatu something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Karatu Khalifa is the name of the place that she wants you to go.
Okay.
What's the other name?
The person that she
Oh,
had take her people there.
Pika what?
Beka, Behkah. Akolbi, Akolbe.
Karatu Khalifa, that's the name of that dungeon thing that Odd and Shrew were telling us that they almost got thrown into, right?
No, that was like Koyasit or Koizit or
Kolizit.
Koizit.
All these curs and whatever's just had to, make sure that we were, going to the right thing with a K.
Yabankichi is not the easiest language.
Yeah,
you can
it's
say that again.
it's difficult, and I know several difficult languages.
I know
But-
you say you don't know much about the place. But how much do you know? What is it fundamentally?
Well, I don't know exactly. Never
Well-
wanted to go there.
Why do you think that your charm is here?
It's old. It's a very old building,
Predates the city?
as far as I'm aware.
Is it some kind of... I've heard of arcane founts this far north. Is it something like that?
It's possible. People who go there don't come back.
And you've really never had a curiosity of what goes on there. What if it's
everyone has a
something-
curiosity? No one has a death wish. My people were willing to go because they're loyal. Some may have been punished.
So, we're going on a suicide mission.
Only if you die.
I was just going to say that. Let's just say I can't sacrifice
flawless
any more
logic.
of my own. And if you succeed, there's a great reward for you. If you don't, no skin off my teeth, so to speak.
You have skin on your teeth? Sorry, I'm not there.
You're not there.
Either way, one of your problems gets solved.
Indeed.
Well, we've survived some shit already. I don't see, if this doesn't kill us, then probably invincible at that point.
True. I mean, and we had such great luck trying to free them. This might actually be easier.
If you also succeed, I may have additional work for you in the future.
Mistress Za, if I may be so bold, what is your occupation? Because I
Complete
heard
this task, I might tell you.
right. Because I heard something. It's 20,000 gold just to see the contestants. So to buy them out to liberate them must be a large chunk of money.
Well, 20,000 gold is probably an exaggeration. Whoever told you that was an idiot.
I think whoever told us that was trying to send us off
Or
the
we were
trail.
the idiots for believing him.
It's possible.
I mean,
Possible.
you go talk to someone, pretend like you're royalty, and expect to see slaves. They're probably going to want some sort of proof.
But getting into the guild halls is certainly not cheap. But accomplishing anything within is even more expensive. So, as I mentioned, you do this for me. Money is not the issue. I will get your friends out. I guarantee it. But I will not act without something in return that I want first.
How will we know what magical spell is in there? There might be more than one.
There could be. Any will do, so long as it's not run-of-the-mill.
Something to influence others.
Influence others, control others.
Is charm person run out of the mill?
Charm person would be
Yes.
run-of-the-mill.
Yeah, all I've got is command. That would definitely not be good enough.
The better the spell, the more beneficial our future arrangements may be.
How will we find you later?
We'll find you.
I imagine they'll be watching closely.
Shouldn't be hard to find people returning back from Karatu Khalifa. It's pretty easy to see people.
And this Benka person,
Baka?
Picard, where can we find him? Is he someone with a boat that can take us to the island?
He's a fisherman. But he normally spends his time in the Unholy Jackal. It's a tavern north of the bridge.
I like that name.
And I like taverns.
Random generator.
The Holy Jackal?
The Unholy
Unholy.
Jackal.
Oh, Unholy Jackal. Nice.
Well, if we have this mission ahead of us, we should probably turn in. We will see you shortly.
I hope so. Good luck. If I don't see you again, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Mistress Sa.
You're welcome. And your names?
I'm nobody.
I don't believe you.
Well, we've got of no consequence. And
Actually, he might be right. I think he is nobody.
He's given us like 7 names so far, so I couldn't tell you which one is true.
You're one of those sorts.
well, names don't really mean anything.
I would disagree.
I would also disagree. Names literally mean something, at least what I'm
And in fact, the names I've been giving do mean things.
And honestly, as much as I know about names, I know it's, never wise to give your full name, so.
Well,
If you must know, you can call me Edom.
Edom.
and I'm Cassandra.
All right. Go ahead and both of you make deception checks real quick.
Please work. That's cocked. It's 15 or 12, but hey, there we go. 17 total?
17.
16.
So she looks at you and says, Indeed. Indeed you are. And your your names?
Raina,
Raina?
Kan je spart alle goede wisko?
what did I say about not giving whole names?
Gesundheit.
Don't write that down.
Good luck writing that down.
I have other people to remember things for me. But, do you have any other questions before we part ways tonight?
Is there a deadline?
Live? Your friends are fighting in a week?
Seems like a deadline to me.
Yep. A literal deadline. Kind of. Except the line part.
Assuming, of course, they aren't poisoned before then or assassinated in some other way.
We've got a week. No one would ever do that. Not to our friends. That would be scandalous.
I mean, considering how difficult it was for us to do so beforehand, I highly doubt it.
Because we're the our group is the elite of things.
I mean, I would say I would actually be a bit legitimately worried. One of the main houses just lost their grand champion, so
You have a good point there.
that leaves a bit of a power struggle, especially considering that one of the 2 remaining are going to die by the end of the week. So there's a lot of cards getting played on the table at this point. So I say the sooner we get this done, the better.
Besides, the sooner you get it done, the sooner you can enjoy the festival.
I was considering proposing that we enjoy the festival first in case we do really die on this mission, but maybe we should just get it out of the way.
We should go find what our friends are doing.
I was kind of hoping maybe we could just leave them and go do it.
I mean, speaking of festival, I saw this one thing. They had a bunch of these almost like sacks filled with air. They were cold, and people were throwing darts at them. And if you hit enough of them, it looked like you get like prizes and stuff like that. I saw one of those as a kid and always wanted to, but it's just
Maybe we do that to celebrate when we succeed here.
You go do that and celebrate when you succeed. But just know it's rigged. You'll never win.
oh,
I would
you
know.
don't know me. I always win, except
Thank you
for when
for
I
your
don't.
time.
You're welcome. Thank you for your cooperation. Hopefully we'll see you. And she gets up and begins walking away elegantly and disappears into the darkness while her associates kind of guard her exit. And as she disappears, so do they.
I need to learn how to do that.
It doesn't seem like a Juanabi kind of gift, but
But isn't that very cool, I think?
I mean, it
No.
would be, certainly.
What a way to make an exit. Just walk off.
Wasn't it fun how just like kind of nonchalantly just intimidating she was? Always been kind of turned on by a woman that can
So, Mr. Alton, since this is your realm of expertise, what did you think of her?
Well, I think if we don't do this, they're gonna find a way to make us do it, or punish our friends or ourselves. But honestly, it feels like that's probably the best that could have gone. There are far worse things that we could have been blackmailed into doing, or just left with nothing other than either being killed to solve their problem or run out of the city.
I think this is probably one of the best options we have considering the situation. We already tried to get into some of the houses beforehand to even look at the combatants, and that was a total failure. So basically having that inside contact, and what seems to be a rather wealthy one at that, seems to be very conveniently beneficial for us, but I do appreciate it. I do worry because she was the one that brought up, poisoning and assassination.
Right.
It didn't seem like that was something that was...
was probably.
I think she's a leader of one of the guilds.
I think
I
it was a
wouldn't
threat.
be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if she has her hands in all of the guilds in some way.
She may own one or both of the slaves as it is, so it's something where, we do something for her that is of great worth for her growth, and she basically gives us something that's going to die by the end of the week anyway.
Right, exactly.
So-
as long as we are still valuable to her.
It definitely
okay.
felt like it was something that was more in her favor than ours, but I am not opposed to doing it, seeing as how we were kind of running short on good ideas, and the good ideas that did come to mind didn't seem to be very well executed. So having somebody else come up with the good idea might be the best thing might be the best idea we've had so far together.
Slightly less desperate than what we've been trying so far.
We've had no ideas that turn out awful. We've had good ideas that turn out awful. So what's the worst that can happen with someone else's ideas?
Solid
The worst
logic.
that could happen is we end up dead. But that's
You hear in your mind,
Yeah.
those ideas could turn out awful too.
Oh yeah.
It's somewhat disappointing because my father has a spell book that I'm sure has everything that we need.
And that's not just somehow in that bottomless bag of yours.
No, unfortunately not. He would notice.
For once, it's one thing you don't have.
Alton across the city is suddenly having Arden across the city having an existential crisis all of a sudden.
Someone I know has a spell book access to it. What's going on? Not telling me.
Magic? Who said magic?
There's magic everywhere.
Yeah, I've started to learn some tricks like that to control people, but nothing as powerful as what she's looking for.
I have heard of a few things. I don't know details, but my family back in the day had quite the exhaustive
I was going to suggest she just
library as
become
well.
a cleric, but I don't think she would have really been very interested in that.
No, but she probably knows a number of warlocks. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I've never met a warlock.
They're odd creatures. We have a few of them on the ship. They, kind of brooding. They're best at arm's length.
I hear they have bad breath too.
Well, I wouldn't know. I keep them at arm's length.
I mean, if you can smell the breath from there, then definitely. Anyway, let's. This has been, riveting expedition, but we should probably get back and get some rest for the night.
Indeed.
So as you guys head back to the tavern, you guys have your festivities in the promenade.
Yeah, we're gonna try to find
Alton and
components
Shrew.
for him.
Yeah.
I mean, so like we're talking about doing exciting things, and then we go shopping.
Well, yes and no.
What are you looking for?
I need 2 platinum rings.
2 platinum rings.
Jeez.
Like,
50 gold each. They're supposed to cost 50 gold each.
okay. And are you talking like a ring that you'd wear on your finger? Or
Yes.
okay.
And it's for the spell. What's it called? The protection spell. The ward. What is it called? Where is it? I don't have it prepared, but
That's
I know.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, looking for those rings. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
And while investigating, I'm tired of calling you Mr. Guards in my head. What are your names? Got 13.
Okay. Let me get over to my thing.
My name is Sharu, and Gilgamesh here, he goes by Arden.
Google Mesh.
Gilgamesh, sorry. I stumbled on my words.
I thought you were gonna have him go by Gilgamesh the whole time here. So they look at you and they're like, "I'm Shaw," says one of them, and then the other one says, "Nezir,"
Nezir?
N-E-Z-E-R.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Arden.
Makes great pancakes.
I have never made pancakes in my life. But I would like to try now after
Yeah, I'll show
such
you.
high praise.
The dwarves showed me how, and we can teach you.
Although I don't know if I've ever had a blueberry either.
Have I had blueberries? I don't know either. I've heard of them.
It's not likely that blueberries grow in this continent.
I mean, there's probably some blue-colored berries in the jungle somewhere.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't
Yeah.
eat those ones.
The only berries that are blue that I know of would kill you if you ate them.
Sounds like very spicy pancakes.
That's one way to say it, yes. Anyways. Oh, is that caramelized scorpion?
So you find the caramelized scorpion, very well fried.
That's
Perfect crunch. And the vendor's like, "Oh yes, here, take. I have plenty, and 3 copper."
3 cup. Oh, wonderful. And I buy 3 of those.
Okay.
Or 4 of those. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's, yeah. I can do math.
You have 4 caramelized scorpions.
Here, try. I had these a while back. And they are fantastic. And I give one to each guard and one to Arden.
Okay. The guards look at you and are like, "All right, it's not bad, not
Probably
bad."
pretty common there.
I imagine it is.
In that,
I mean, it's probably
definitely is
carnival
now.
food, though. You know?
Arden is just gonna lick the caramel off.
It's not caramel. It's
Oh,
caramelized.
Caramelized. Okay. Never mind then.
So it's kind of like caramelized popcorn,
Yeah.
but giant scorpion.
Probably just lick it.
It's more like caramelized onions, but scorpion.
Just lick
Deep
it
fried and covered in
like a
butter.
popsicle.
Ah, wonderful. Okay.
The shell is the best
I have no idea how to.
Oh, it's so good. Have you ever had a scorpion claw?
Yes, actually. Me and my friends, we killed the giant scorpion, and
You are crazy.
it was quite an exciting fight.
It attacked us with a dagger.
It had a dagger. Well, I mean, this one, he gave it the dagger after it was dead, but it had a dagger.
No, it was thrown.
Oh, right.
Remember?
Right. That's right. But still, it was tasty.
Yes. We did have, yes, we've had giant scorpion, a little guy like this.
You should just bite the head off.
I'll try anything once but death. And then, and then bite the head off.
It's crunchy. Very crunchy. Once you get past the legs, it's not so bad.
I wasn't thinking about that.
So, between guard Shaw and Nazir, who had the family?
Nazir.
Nazir, I know that you don't want your family to see us, but I mean, this is a festival. It's perfect time to be with family. I mean, why don't we go see them?
No. I
fine.
appreciate the food, appreciate the gold. But
Well, it's your family. I get it. And now, what are those components? And I start looking for a jewelry stand or something.
okay. So as you're looking around, you're not really able to find any of the components. It's a festival. You know,
Yeah.
there's primarily food, trinkets, things that people have crafted specifically for the harvest season. But no, it doesn't seem to be that there's any like vendors out selling any of their more typical wares, especially anything magical.
Well, I was just wondering because like there would be like a jewelry stand where that might have something, but
Based on what you're looking for, you do see jewelry, but nothing that's like
Okay.
platinum. It's
Nothing actual-
primarily like simple trinket type jewelry.
nothing that's actually worth something.
Yeah, I mean it's like the basic stuff, beads, wooden beads, or simple stone
Those
beads.
cheap jewelry stands that you see at like every single event. You know, I can't remember what the name of those guys are, but they always have like the super cheap stuff. It's like, oh, it's silver.
Is there any fun games that catch your eye?
So with that investigation check, you did notice a few things.
Like 3 copper.
Wooden duck.
I did not prepare 3 copper. I apologize. Still need to learn the rules of that
She
one.
just explained it to me the other day. So.
There's a ring bottle toss. You know, like
There's that.
Also, things are
Henrietta
notoriously hard.
documents.
So over by the temple, you see T'Chawi wrestling. You, with that roll, what else would you see? You hear what appears to be some sort of music competition going on. And plenty of people just going around playing instruments or singing. And then one thing that does catch your ear is you hear a Yabankichi man shouting out above the crowd, "Come! Hear the tall tales of the realm!"
Tall tales!
Oh no.
Arden, we must go. I just start beelining
I
towards.
know.
Okay, so you make it over there, and what you see is basically a competition between essentially 2 competitors at once, taking turns, but they essentially are trying to tell the most believable fictional story possible. So, and the winner doesn't really get anything except the accolades of the people, but it's something that people kind of gather around to just enjoy hearing the stories told.
Oh no.
tell a story.
This sounds just. I'm going to have to bet on you if you go into this.
I'm very tempted. However, last time I made up a story, it
Why
didn't-
make up one? You don't have to make one up.
I guess so. I don't have anything prepared. I look. Is there like an officiator or something?
There's someone who just kind of has people get up, and those who want to participate, they go and like sign their name up.
Okay, I'm gonna go do it.
So you walk up, and
Is there a judge?
the people are the judge,
Oh, the people are. Dang it.
Just-
I can't charm everyone.
Cheering and hissing.
pretty much, cheering and hissing. But they, you go up to like the little table that's set up there. Yabankichi woman just scribing down names says, "What's your name?"
Sharu the turtle.
Sharu the turtle. What are you wanting to do?
Share a story, of course.
Okay. When do you want to share it?
When's the next?
We're booked for the day.
Oh no.
When's the next available opportunity?
I have third day of the festival.
I mean, it's hard to make it. I don't know what we're doing, but okay, I'll take it.
All right. You'll compete 5 o'clock on this day. I'll make up real days. Sorry, don't have them. Tuesday. You'll compete this day, 5 o'clock on Tuesday.
Wonderful. After I go back to Arden, it's like, okay, I have some time to prepare a story.
You're not doing it right now?
They are booked, but
Oh.
I'm sure we can listen in and just enjoy it.
It has to be at least 15 minutes long.
Oh, easy.
Is there a maximum?
15 minutes.
That might
That's
be
hard.
the hardest part for you.
I can do it.
Very well. Here's your sticker, if you will, your
Your ticket.
ticket.
Wonderful.
We'll see you later. And she just kind of continues to write down and puts her face in her hand. She looks exhausted and tired of listening to terrible stories. And as you listen, the stories aren't great. They're awful.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I have. After a moment, Auden, wait here. And I rush back to the fried scorpion stand. I buy another one and rush back. Mm-hmm. Here, I think you need this, and give it to the lady.
Ah, thanks. And she sets it down. I love scorpion.
Wonderful to hear.
I hear the legs are really wriggly.
I love scorpion even more now. Sorry, I almost lost it there when Austin did.
It's okay.
But besides that, there's nothing crazy going on just with the investigation check you rolled earlier.
Okay.
You do see drinking contests and whatnot happening, but mostly vendors is what you see at the moment. But it's still like the first day of the festival.
Yeah. Well, I don't see very much. Is there anything that catches your eye, Arden?
Is there any clothing shops that are open that have like robes?
Costume shops.
Yeah, there's people selling clothes.
Is there anything that's I'm thinking. Yeah, just like a big cloak.
Okay.
There's
I'd
something
say
that catches my eye.
you're able to find it easily enough. Are you just like looking for like a basic cloak, or are you
Yeah.
looking for something specific?
Something I might be able to do something with in the future.
As in like stealthing? Tell me a little
As
bit
in
more.
like
He wants to turn it into a magic
Enchant.
item.
yeah, that.
Gotcha.
That's
So
what I
just
meant.
a base piece to
Yeah.
enchant in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find a cloak easily enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
So it's a white linen cloak that you're able to find, and it costs you like 2 silver.
Okay.
Is there any fancy hats?
There are plenty of headwear. Most of the headwear in this area is more like turban-like,
Okay.
or I don't know what the technical term is, but like kind of where it covers like the whole head, kind of the wrapping that goes
Head
like
wrap.
kind of like a scarf as well.
Okay.
Can't remember what they're called, but
Mhm.
stuff like that. No hats per se.
I wanted a big floppy hat. Never mind.
Like stuffed scorpion on top of it.
So you guys go back to the tavern, I imagine.
Yeah.
I turn to the guards. Is there anything that you guys want to do while we're out and about?
I want to go home.
We can go there.
No.
All right. Sorry, I gave you the choice.
I don't want to go home with you. I want to go home without you
When does your shift change over?
in a week. Thanks to you.
Well, how about we go back to the tavern and drinks will be on me.
I'm on duty. I can't drink.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a drinker myself, so not missing
I
out.
at least don't have to be here for the night. I'll get relieved then. Then I'll get to go home and sleep.
Well, I hope you have wonderful sleep.
Me too. Then I have to see you again tomorrow.
Isn't that so exciting?
If I keep getting paid, yeah. So you guys head back to the tavern, and the rest of the party is there. The guards just hang out outside. Eventually, they are relieved. But do you have any discussion once everyone's back together?
I think we would just let them know what happened. The conversation with Zaw.
Good news. We might know people that have influence. Bad news. They want us to go on a mission that no one's ever survived.
Oh, goody.
But they're all spells.
Okay.
Apparently,
Rare spells.
they're
Now
very
you're
rare
talking
and very
about
Apparently
powerful.
something about how we're supposed to go and retrieve some spells, and the ones that we find that are like better spells, like not your common rabble of spells that
It's really powerful
but
spells.
like the more powerful we can find, the better. And so that
you had
might
me at spells.
Now,
So-
I do have a question because the rest of us we know magic, but for you,
oh,
would-
thanks. Yes.
if you encounter a spell, can you learn it and then also take that same spell knowledge and give it to somebody else, or is it just a one-time thing?
I can learn it, and then I can make a scroll and pass it on. Yes, I can.
So whatever spell we learn, you can learn as well.
100%.
That also makes me realize, though, I haven't tried learning a spell that way. I wonder if I could.
Probably not. It takes years of practice.
Well, there are the spells I know.
you
just
must
come to me,
learn the
so
alphabet
I'm happy to just
frontwards and backwards and in between the sheets.
That's a
Wait,
really
what
strange way of learning magic.
I mean, you showed me that one spell that makes you run really quick, and I kind of figured that out pretty quick. So
Yeah, beginner's luck, I would say.
okay, maybe it is.
That happened to
Alright.
Asar as well.
I think
Oh, so yeah.
Well,
she's
I mean,
happens
as far as a
lot.
cleric and Alton's a cleric.
Listen, I would
or
not
a
have
warlock or something.
non-powerful friends. All right, I have the best friends, and they are strong, and I'm happy for their strength.
And these friends absolutely love to give you shit when possible. But it's because we're friends.
That's what friends are for.
Oh, so you have to learn that spell and you have to write it in your book.
Yes, I.
So
and
strange. The
it's-
spells just appear in my book.
Yeah, that's nice.
I don't have a book.
I
I
just
just.
know them.
I mean, I have books. You want?
I will say I only know a couple, and only a couple of them are useful. That's the couple that I know.
It's the only way I know how. Okay.
I honestly think because you probably know quite a few more spells than me, and quite a bit more magic than probably the rest of us here, which is quite a feat in and of itself.
I cast claws.
Not not everyone can simply, read a book and
Or cast claws. That's one
Cast-
spell I do not know.
I know that
turn
spell.
their bed into ice.
I have a spell I've been wanting to try out, but I think it'd be great to wake people up. Maybe I should try that tomorrow.
Does it make loud noises?
No.
By the way, I
Okay,
know
good,
15
because
spells.
I'll probably be drunk in the morning. Oh, no.
I can do loud
I'll
noises.
probably
I've
get
done
drunk
that already.
tonight, which means I'll have a hangover in the morning. And if you make loud noises, I'll probably want to kill you.
No, I can do loud noises with a different spell I've already tried, but there's
Oh,
no
that
connection.
one. Yeah, so
I can
Don't
make
wait.
my eyes glow, or I can
Yeah.
make my voice loud, or I can
Me
make the ground
too!
rumble.
I go up to the bar. Hey, bartender, do you have any bottles of alcohol?
Bottles of generic brand.
So a dragonborn is standing there, a male dragonborn, and he's like, "Of course."
Could I get 2 of I'm not sure what I don't do this very often.
Well, do you want something sweet or something stiff?
What would a guard like?
I don't know.
Let's
Everyone's different.
get 1 of each.
One of each. All right. Well, I can give you wrong spot. I've got this this wine here. It's just a simple red wine. And then I've got just a barley whiskey.
Okay. And how much for 1 of each of those?
The wine is going to, for the bottle, let's see, it's going to cost you 7 gold, 9 silver.
Wow. Okay.
This fancy bar.
Yeah.
You're like at the promenade.
Yeah.
And the other one is going to cost you 7 silver, 9 copper.
Okay, well, I will take 1 of each, and thank you.
You're welcome.
So I used to have this uncle, and he would always carry around. He had this flask, and it had it looked just like water, clear as ice, but it smelled like death, and
What's ice?
It burned all the way down. Ice? Did you not see him freeze his bed one morning, one night?
All right.
I you know, ice.
Doesn't happen here very
It's water when it's cold and it can't move anymore. But
Well, you could throw it, so
no, it's just
it could move.
he never told me where he got it from, and I know it burns like hell because this one time when I was 10 years old, my father and my mother were out they went to visit one of the cities for things. He was taking care of me, and he's like, "Hey, want to try some of this?" And it was absolutely awful, worst night of my life. But I've always wanted some. Ever since then, I don't know what it is. There was a kick about it that sparks life, and your very bowels, and never been able to find it.
Well, if we can get our way to the port, I can get you some sea serpent's piss.
That sounds nasty.
Honestly, that sounds like a hell of a good time.
Oh, it is.
How
Is that
how-
real sea serpent's piss, or is it just the name of the
No,
drink?
no, no. It's the name,
Oh, okay, that makes much more sense. I was like,
name of the drink. It's
Listen, the nastier the name sounds, the better it is.
is it straight?
It, also, the worse it is,
Is
but
it
the
straight
better
that
it
close
is.
to water?
no, it's
So that's pretty strong.
it's used. The medics use it when they have to pack wounds and do amputations, and the sailors use it after a long fight.
Multi-use. I didn't,
Yeah, multi-purpose. It's good stuff.
sanitizes the wounds and the soul.
Indeed, and the mind sanitizes the mind like nothing I've ever known.
Until the next morning.
Now your insides.
Actually,
are not
the
pickled.
cure for a hangover? Drinking more.
Water. Right.
No, it's a shot of whatever you had the night
You
before.
can't have
Like water.
you can't have a hangover if you
Or-
are
If you
continuously drunk.
Yes.
A diluted shot of what you had the night
I
before.
mean, that's
depending on
actually
the level.
wrong. You still have a hangover. You just don't experience it because you are drunk.
Yes.
Although I feel like we probably should be sober for tomorrow.
Oh, certainly. Well, except for Rainer.
No, he's probably right. I wasn't quite sober earlier today, and that did not go very well.
Speaking of sober, I head outside to the new guards.
All right.
Hello, hi, and you are mine and Gilgamesh's guards tonight, correct?
That's right.
I'm with Shrew. I'm sticking with him.
Well, wonderful. I would just thank you for watching over us and making sure we are safe. I hand over the bottle of brandy. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I go back in the inn.
He looks at it. Thanks. And he just kind of pockets it in his satchel.
We have a bet going on. How much do you make a week?
Why do you care?
I just am asking, and I assume you have an answer because you're employed.
I certainly am employed.
Then how much do you make a week?
Thanks to idiots like you.
You're welcome.
I guess I could say thank you. I make a silver a week.
Did you know that the guards make a gold a week?
Make a deception check.
$22.
Really?
I bet you if you asked, what was their names again?
Shah and Nazir.
If they received a gold today, they would tell you.
By the way,
Perhaps I will.
what is your name?
I know all the guards in the city.
Guard number 2, guard number 3.
Insert guard names.
So there's only one for the night?
There's 2.
Oh. What are both your names?
Hang on. Wrong one. So, one of them says, I am Pumbuldius. You can call me Pumbul. And the other one says that they are Sumara.
Nice.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you, Pumbu and Sumara.
Listen, I feel bad that you don't get paid as much. I'll give you both a gold because you have to deal with us, obviously. And you should get paid more than a silver a week. I mean, look at you. You look very guard-like.
Thanks.
Yes, perfect build for this position, I would say.
I think you're right.
So, here, gold piece.
They do look like the very nice and strong looking cards. I'm glad they're here to watch over us.
So how does this work? Do you guys tell us if there's some danger happening to it, coming to, our area? And
Something like that.
So how will you alert us? Just,
You'll know.
we'll know. Okay,
It's
good.
It's not like we're dangerous individuals.
No, of course not. I'm glad we have these fine guards
It's
to
so
protect
nice
us.
of I can't remember her name, but it was so nice of her to make sure that we were safe in this
I
town.
know. I mean, the beatings hurt, but this is a nice change.
Well, may they make you stronger.
Oh, I doubt it. Shall we?
Shall we?
So, you guys head back into the tavern. You all head down for the night. And we're going to end this session there. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to Rollfair, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the Rollfair team. Copyright 2021 by Rollfair LLC.